Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to Tony the Technician's channel. And today on Tool Talk episode 49, we're going to be going over something. I put up a sneak peek photo on my Facebook page, Tony the Technician, so if you didn't get a chance to guess what the video was about, go ahead and check out my Facebook page for tomorrow's episode. Maybe you can guess what the picture is or what the video is going to be about. And I did have a few people guess, nobody got it, but whoever does guess the pictures in the future, I'll give you a shout out on the video. So whether you have a channel or you don't, I'll give you a shout out. So yesterday's photo was a picture of a junkyard. And what I'm going to do today is a video on tools that you should keep in a box or a bag and take to the junkyard with you. Now keep in mind, some of these items do vary depending on the job that you do. You want a basic set of tools, but I'm not going to include some of the things like, say you're going to do a pretty in-depth job like a transmission or an engine pull or something like that. Then obviously you need to take this set that I'm going to show you plus some larger items and specialty items and stuff like that. But if you're just going for a small part, some interior pieces, like a AC compressor, stuff like that, this tool set will get you by getting basically everything but the larger things. So just keep in mind, if you're going to get something very specific and it's going to take more than your normal tools, make sure you look up and see what tools you might actually need for that job, because you don't want to show up and not have the tools to get the job done. You pull it or a pull part, junkyards, they're amazing because you pay a couple dollars to get in and you pull the part and pay for it. It's cheaper than going, obviously to the dealership or, like your parts store. Whether you have an old car or a new car. These places have a very large variety of cars, and most of the time you will find your vehicle there. It's going to save you some money. Even if you go to a regular junkyard where they pull it for you, that's going to cost a little bit more extra in your pocket as well. So these U-Pullets are pretty amazing places to go, and sometimes you can even get discounts there. So keep an eye out for that. But I'm going to go into that, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure to go check out my Facebook page, Tony the Technician, and maybe you can guess what the next day's episode is going to be about. So if you enjoy this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and as always, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Thank you guys. Alrighty guys, so here I have a collection of the tools that I usually take with me to the junkyard. I've actually gotten quite a few parts for my Camaro there, like the kick panels, the panels underneath the dash for my Camaro. No sense in ordering those online through like Hawks or anybody like that, because you're going to pay a pretty good amount of money for that when you can literally get in the U-Pull-It yard for literally a couple dollars. So it's a great place. Another thing to keep in mind is if you have a good selection of tools, let's say you have some really good tools, not saying that you have to go buy this, but it is a good way to go. Try not to take your more expensive tools. If you have cheaper tools, try and stick with those, because it's not like a shop. You're not going to be able to stay organized the way you are in a shop. In the yard, you can easily lose tools, misplace them, and stuff like that. So you definitely don't want to be taking your really expensive tools and losing them in the yard. So all of this stuff here is really cheap stuff. It's all Stanley and Pittsburgh and real cheap stuff, so if I lose it or break something, it really doesn't matter. This is also the box that I take with me if like a friend breaks down on the side of the road, then I can just grab this box and go. Granted, I do keep some things out of it, and when I'm going to the junkyard, I just kind of load the things that I know I'll need into it. So this is just a basic overview. One thing I always take with me and would suggest is a flashlight. So even though if you're working in the yard and it's bright out, you still have a lot of dark spots in the car, so carrying a flashlight with you is always good. I also always take my Gerber with me, any multi-tool. It works great. It's got a variety of things in it, so it always comes in handy. Another thing that's great to take if you have them available to you is an impact and a drill. or a cordless saw, anything like that to help you get the jobs done quicker. So those are always nice. Preferably try and keep it, one brand, just so you don't have to carry a whole bunch of different batteries with you, but whatever you have will work. So moving on from there, I just have this cheap box. You can get a tool bag and stuff like that as well, but I just take this. It's not too heavy. You don't want it to be real heavy because you're going to be walking around this yard a lot, and who knows how far you're going to have to walk. So I got this box, and in the top I literally just have a bunch of sockets, extensions, screwdrivers, and stuff like that. I'll bring you in closer and really show you what I got in here. Okay guys, so here's the little toolbox that I take, a little bit closer. So I have 1/4 inch, 3/8, and 1/2 inch sockets in here, not going real large. If I know I'm going to be working on something, with a little bit bigger fasteners, I will take that 1/2 inch or bigger sockets with me. I also just keep a pry bar in here whenever I go. Also, once again, if you're going to be working on bigger stuff, you might want a bigger pry bar. I also keep a cheap set of screwdrivers in here, just your normal flathead and Phillips, and it's always handy to have. And then I also have a 1/2 inch extension, a couple 3/8, 6-inch extensions, and a 1/4 inch extension just in case I need to get down somewhere. Then the first drawer, like always, it's just wrenches. This is the metric all the way up to 19, and then my SAE all the way up to 3/4. It's just cheap Pittsburgh stuff, so if I lose something, it's not that big of a deal. Then in the bottom, it's a bunch of ratchets, all 3 drive sizes. Now when I go to the junkyard, most of the time I'll take one set out of here because I have 2.5 sets of ratchets in here, and there's no sense in carrying that extra weight. I take it out and I put my pliers in here. I have a small adjustable wrench here and adjustable pliers here. And then besides that, what I put in the bottom drawer is a larger adjustable wrench. And then I take my entire set of Pittsburgh Pliers. You got your normal slip joint, small set of needle nose, your Kleins or lineman pliers, whatever you want to call them, some normal needle nose pliers, your dikes or side cutters, and then just a smaller set of slip joint pliers. It's real cheap, but they're always handy to have. Another thing I like to keep with me, if I don't take bit sockets, I always take my Allen keys with me. And then another thing that I really like to keep with me is at least a dead blow and a ball peen hammer, depending on what I need to do. So I always keep those with me. And then if you have a cordless saw, you can use that. I also bring my hacksaw just in case. And then besides that, I just like to take a set of work gloves and some iPro if I'm underneath the car. You guys know how filthy the cars are in the junkyard, so you tend to get crap in your eyes. But besides that, that's really it. I just have sockets, wrenches, your basic set of tools. It all fits in this box real nicely. It does weigh a little bit, but it's not too bad. Also keep in mind, in these U-pullets you can usually get cherry pickers and stuff like that you can borrow, as well as like wheelbarrows and stuff like that. So if you're getting large parts, you can throw it all in there. Alright guys, so that's basically it as far as my junkyard box and some of the more commonly used tools. You basically just need your basic set of tools if you're going to just go there and do a simple job. Obviously, if you're going to do a more advanced job and you don't exactly know what you're going to need, you might want to do some research before going. Find out the tools that you will need, and make sure to bring those along with you, because you don't want to be coming and going trying to get the job done. U-pullets are great because the stuff is cheap. Granted, you got to pull it yourself, but hey, you're going to save yourself some money. They're great places to go. I used to go all the time. I haven't went in a while, but it's great for project cars, or if you bought a used car, or small things go bad on your car. It's a great place. And let's say you go there for a bigger item like an engine or transmission or something like that. You can buy those on the low for a couple $100s. And yeah, you might be worried about, you know, what if this engine's bad? What if this transmission's bad? Any item that you purchase there, you can get a warranty. The price is going to depend on how expensive the item is. But basically, if the item isn't good, you can take it back and pull a different one for free. So they usually have a pretty good warranty. The price isn't too bad, so that's another good thing about them. So besides that, make sure to try and take some of your cheaper tools. You don't want to be losing some of your most expensive tools, because that's going to hurt. If I lose any of these items or break them or forget them at the junkyard, I'm not going to be too disappointed. Another thing is go check out my Facebook page. Hopefully you guys can guess tomorrow's episode and what it's about, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. If you guess what it's about, I will give you a shout out, so I look forward to seeing you guys there. Also, it's not just to message me about questions or see a sneak peek into the next day's episode. If you have any toolboxes or tools or cars, project cars, anything like that, go ahead and share them on the page. I love interacting with you guys, so the more stuff you post on there, the more we interact, and I really enjoy it. So thank you guys so much for your support, and we're almost to 2,000 subscribers already, where we will be doing another gift giveaway. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and as always, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Thank you.